Libra, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early May 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's going on for the lovely Libras out there. I hope you're all doing fabulous, my friends. Shuffle it up and see what we got for you. What do we got, my gods? Talk to me. What's up with the Libras here? And yes, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going. Let's rock. What do we got for Libra, please? And thank you. Nice and quick, my gods. There it is. Okay, so this is a Ten of Wands type of energy showing up right here up front. Let's clear that out. There we go. So when I see this card, it is extremely reminiscent to the Ten of Wands, and there could be a little warning here from Spirit. Nothing to freak out about. There's a lot of layers to that card. Now, before we fully get into it, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the May subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's have a look at this card. So you see the imagery here. There is an individual, they're leaning down, they have another person on their back, literally. So to me, this card, there is somebody with a lot of weight on their shoulders. Okay, maybe you're helping to support somebody or keep them afloat in whatever reason. But to me, it just feels like someone with a lot of weight on their shoulders, okay? Whether it's an emotional weight, whether it's a mental weight. When this card shows up, you want to take care of yourself. Make some time for yourself. Rest and recuperation is extremely important. This is a card that asks us to heal ourselves in some sort of way. Since this is reminiscent to the Ten of Wands, when I see it, I say physically, watch out for areas like your neck, back, and spine. This card could be Spirit saying like, hey, you might need a massage when this shows up. Like, keep that area loose and limber. But there is a lot of weight here. We're just going to put that down and see if that shows throughout the rest of the reading. And yeah, I always say with that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. But yeah, we're going to get you 3 of these in the upright before we get the intuitive juiciness flowing. Let's shuffle it up. See what's up with the Libras, please, my guys. What we got for my friends? So, last week's reading was pretty positive. It was a nice change because we've been getting challenges recently. But last week's reading was titled A Massive Victory, so I really hope you've had one. You know, victories come in all different shapes and sizes, whether it's emotional, monetary, but the energies were looking very good, and those could bleed over from week to week. But let's see what we have for you this week, though. You know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else's, someone you're connected to. Let's get you 3. I'm sure you already knew that, though. Let's get 3 for Libra, please. Thank you. Okay, 4 of Pentacles, clamp down type of energy. Okay, this could be Spirit asking you to watch something financial as well. Let's not speculate too much. I see that as a neutral card. Thank you. Okay, a little bit of stress. Okay, hopefully this isn't somebody stressing financial, stressing money a little bit. We'll talk about it, though. Let's get 1 more. Okay, might be some things to chat about here when we have the 4 of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords starting us off. There it is, the Sun. Okay, so I'm going to have to give you my initial synopsis of this, because we could have an interesting one on our hands, my friends. Let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and we'll get the juicy intuitive stuff flowing. Now, at first glance, when I look down at this spread, we have a nice mixture of elements. We have earth, we have air, we have fire happening here. We have some possible challenges or hurdles to jump over, but we also have the most positive card in the whole entire deck here, Libra. So maybe you're stressing a lot about something that is going to turn out better than you think. That's initially what I'm feeling intuitively, but let's go through one by one. Position number 1, we have the 4 of Pentacles. Like I said, this is a very neutral card to me. In its positive, you might be saving up money for something, whether you're saving up for a big purchase. You might be very strict about your financials in this time, you know, not spending it willy-nilly when this card shows up. It could also represent the need to do that. So Spirit could be asking you, like, listen, watch what you're spending on, watch how you're spending your money. If we're not talking monetary, this is somebody that is not willing to let go of something. So there could be something you're holding on to, right? Like whether it's from the past or current, like This can, in its worst form, be somebody that's grudgy or jealous as well. So you might have someone in your sphere that's a little grudgy or jealous. We're not going to go, 0 to 100, though. We'll just have to clarify it and see what's up. But needless to say, this is an energy that's not really changing. Okay, the Four of Pentacles is a very sturdy, implanted type of energy. Now, moving to the center, we have the Nine of Swords. I saw this card pop up in the Gemini reading. The Nine of Swords is a card of stress. It's a card of anxiety. It is linked to sleep. Okay, so you see the person, they're literally in their bed. So hopefully you're not having issues sleeping in the night. This card could represent nightmares and stuff like that. So it could be someone that really needs to rest. We did see that Ten of Wands energy in the beginning. The Nine of Swords, aside from anxiety, nervousness, paranoia, like in its worst case, this could be someone that's very paranoid about something. This card, I link it also to the paranormal. So a lot of you could be having more paranormal experiences than you normally have, whether you're sensitive to it or not. This card does tell me that. Now, it is stress-filled though. So we're going to really want to clarify that and see what that's about, whether it's a warning or not. Now, moving to the very back end, we have the shiny, bright sun, okay, coming out to play after those two possible challenges. So when I see the Sun card, I always say it's the best, most positive card in the whole entire deck. The energy that we were picking up last week of wins and victories is showing up here once again. You might be connected to a Leo when this card shows up, but if you're not, and even if you are, it doesn't just have to represent that. The sun is the light, life, and love that shine down on us from source. It is everything good. This is a card of truth. It's a card of abundance, right? It's that all-healing light. So we love when this card shows up. Sometimes it could also represent revelation, like eureka moments or things being revealed, because nothing can hide in the shadows when the sun shines, right? So we have a lot happening here, Libra, like especially with how all this plays out. If you're really wound up or nervous or anxious about something, like it might turn out way better than you possibly think. But I want to dive deeper on all this stuff. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, we're going to get a good shuffle here for the Libras, please. My God, so what's going on for my friends? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot. Because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Four of Pentacles. See what's up with that. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Libra, you could drop it down in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, Four of Pentacles time. Why is it here? All right, that card almost popped. What's the Four of Pentacles here, please? Thank you. Seven of Wands. Okay, yeah, a lot of you could be going through some sort of big test in this time. Okay, whether it's like a literal test of some sort or a spirit could be testing you. When I see the Seven of Wands underneath the Four of Pentacles, like that's what that is telling me. Now, for a very, very small portion of you, you might feel trapped. You might feel cornered or imprisoned in some sort of way. There could be something that, whether it's mental, emotional, physical, you might feel bound. Okay, very Eight of Swords like feeling here in the beginning. But for another portion, like really with the Seven of Wands and the Four of Pentacles, this is Spirit saying like, okay, let's see if you've learned this lesson. Let's see if you could pass this test, whether it's a literal one or figurative. Like there is a possible big test coming up, okay, or a serious or important one. All right, so we'll keep moving. And I've noticed in life that when Spirit gives us tests, if we don't pass it, eventually it's going to come back around, right? We keep getting served up tests and situations that seem to repeat until we learn the lesson we need from it. And I'm possibly picking that up here. Let's keep moving, though. Let's see what's going on with that Nine of Swords. A determination check, like see how much you want this or see where your determination is at. Big testing type of energy. Hopefully you're not feeling like cornered or trapped in some sort of way, but let's go in on that Nine of Swords. Because remember, that could be somebody else. So why is that Nine of Swords here? Quick. Six of Swords. Mind racing. Yeah, this is someone's mind racing a little bit. Okay, now this can also be things improving here. When we see the Six of Swords, We could think of distance, we could think of travel, we could think of things improving as well, like going from rough waters into the calm. Like literally, that's what this card represents. But intuitively, when I saw it underneath the Nine of Swords, it was that mind racing type of energy. Okay, so you might need to do some meditation, yoga, whatever it might be to quiet your mind. This could also borderline on somebody, once again, like I said, either it's nervousness, anxiety, or even borderline paranoia. Like intuitively, that's what I'm feeling. Obviously, that's not going to hit for every single Libra out there, but just watch out for these things. It's giving me that mind racing type of energy. Okay, but we'll see how it plays when we get that Sun card over there. But maybe this is improvement slowly, okay? Because we have this jammed up, immovable energy, and now it's starting to process. Let's see what's up with that Sun card. Things might be good in the end. We'll see what's up. So why is the Sun here? I really don't want to overcomplicate the spread too much, but I feel like I could continue pulling messages from this. So why is the Sun here for Libra? Thank you. Beautiful. This feels good. Intuitively, this just feels absolutely lovely to me. We have the Six of Cups underneath this Sun card. The happy thoughts, right? Happy memories. Some very strong emotional connection and bond right here in the back end. Feels good. Notice we also have repeating numbers here. We have repeating sixes showing up. But the Six of Cups is generally, to me, a card of the past, things that have already happened. So I do feel we do have this link in this spread as a whole, because we were talking about important or serious tests here in the beginning. Repeating cycles until you've learned the lesson. But right here, we have another card that links back to the past, but in a very good way. Whether this is you drawing on happy memories or happy times with a certain individual or a time in your life, when this shows up with the Sun, it's like, all right, this is beautiful and this could help pull you out of a funk. Okay, so if you are going through any of these energies I was talking about, feeling trapped or anxious or nervous, looking back on something or calling in reinforcements could be a big thing here when we see the Six of Cups underneath the Sun. But intuitively to me, I will say this, aside from reading these cards literal, the Six of Cups, aside from connections and memories, is a silky, smooth, easygoing energy. And I feel like I have to say it, everything will be okay. Everything will be okay in the end. The clouds will clear up. Like, that's kind of a vibe I'm picking up. Like, we have this tumultuous energy here. The clouds will clear up. The Sun will come out and everything will be okay. This is a triumph in the end or a win in the end. This feels really nice. Could even say payoff, but I feel like it's overcoming. Let's go through and do a quick little recap here, Libra, because we do have some possible challenges if you kindly look in the box. Position number one, we have the Four of Pentacles with the Seven of Wands in the upright. To me, this did feel like somebody who could either possibly be trapped or, you know, fighting a good fight, but it did feel like a test, whether you're preparing for a literal test of some sort or Spirit's going to test your determination. If there's a level of importance here to see if like you've learned the lessons of the past, especially with a card of the past in the spread. Now moving to the center, we have the Nine of Swords with the Six of Swords in the upright. The literal meaning is much better. This is somebody's mental state improving, getting better, coming out of the fog. But intuitively, this did feel like somebody whose mind was racing, anxious, nervous, possible paranoia right here in the center. So watch out for these things. Listen to your inner voice. On the very back end, everything will be okay regardless of the challenges I saw in this spread, because we have the Sun and the Six of Cups. Whether it's you looking back on past happy times and happy memories as your happy thought to pull you out of a funk, or this is just that silky smooth energy coming in, there's improvement here on the back end of triumphing, of overcoming, and things paying off. So whatever's happening, it's all good. Everything's going to be okay. Please take a screenshot. I'm going to get you one shadow card here. That was a nice ending, even though we had some roughness. Okay. So let's see what we got for Libra here, please. Guys, what's in the shadows? I'm using the Shadowland Tarot for this portion. It's an awesome deck for shadow work. Okay, whether it's a shadow within us or something we don't quite see, it's very nice and introspective to see what's in the shadows. Okay, what's in the shadows for Libra, please? We'll just pull you one so we could wrap this up. Okay, Four of Cups. So the mental energy is showing up within the shadows once again. Also another repeating number. So we have repeating sixes. Now we have repeating fours showing up in this spread. Four of Cups, you know what it's all about. Now, if you look here in the box, you see that cute little orange kitty there. And it's thinking, right? This is that mind going, thinking itself into a hole. Now, when we see the shadow side of the Four of Cups, it could possibly represent somebody who has such an active mind where they think about every single possible scenario. And that trapped feeling that we're feeling in the spread itself could be happening because of somebody thinking themselves into a paralysis of some sort, where they think of every possible outcome and it just like, it makes it very difficult to move past something when this card shows up. Another thing we can say when this card is in the shadows, the Spirit is asking you to work on your mindset, okay? Like your positive optimism, like how your positivity, your optimism versus pessimism, Spirit could be asking you to work on that balance here. But yeah, Libra, that's what I have for you, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the May subscriber surprise. For the May subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 boxes of the beautiful Tarot of the Owls. This is an awesome deck. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the cards in this week's reading, which one spoke to you the most. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I will announce the winners in my community tab at random. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.